right, hello students, this is Ms. Medina, and we're going to talk about how not all functions are going to be expressed as an equation. Sometimes they're going to give you a graph to represent the function. So in this case, this graph is representing the function g of x. And so that means that this over here is x, and the y output is f of x. There you go. I'm stuck on f. This one is g of x, okay? This is input, and this is the output. Remember, g of x is equal to y, okay? So they're one and the same. That's why it goes on the y-axis. The equation is not given, but you can still use function notation, which is the whole point of this standard, to express the outputs for various inputs, okay? Or to express the inputs for various outputs. Backwards works. G of 0 equals what? Once again, function notation. Remember who goes inside the parentheses? X. So they're saying, or they're asking, hey, when x equals 0, what is the value of the function? So then you go and you draw when x equals 0, right? Oops, wait, I can't control this tool, so let me stop using it. Okay, I think it's the other one, but so x equals 0 right here, correct? I'm ruining my video, but I'm not starting over. It's because I'm zoomed in a little bit too much. That's why it's not working. All right, squiggly lines, here it is. Let me get some color. X equals 0 right here. What is the value of the function? Well, the function is up here. All right, I'm going to color code this function so that we can see it a lot easier. So we're going to call it the blue function. Going down, going up. It's increasing. Oh, at this point it's increasing even more. There we go. And there were no arrows, so we only have the assumption of the end behavior. Dokie. It's a good thing these are not questions on domain and range. All right, I'm gonna stop on that last one because I totally messed it up again. All right, so back to the question, when x equals 0. When x equals 0, where's the function? Well, the function's over here. Okay, and what is the value of the function? It's 3. Well, ask yourself, what is this ordered pair? That ordered pair is 0, 3. When x equals 0, the function equals 3. All right, this one, g of 4. Remember function notation. Look at the location of the 4. The 4 is located where the x is. So they're literally asking you, when x equals 4, what is the value of the function? So let's go find x equals 4. Where's the function? All right, if you follow this up, we can see that the function is right here. All right, what's the value of the function? The value of the function is 6. All right, think about it. This point right here, what's the ordered pair? The ordered pair is 4, 6. This is x, and this is what we normally consider to be y. Remember that y is the value of the function. Again, g of 6. So what is the value of the function when x equals 6? X equals 6 right here. The function is right there. So that means the value is 1. Can you, I'm looking at number 4 now. Can you find x values for which g of x is equal to 3? Now look at the location of the 3. The 3 is not inside the parentheses. So this means that this 3 is a y value. Clear? So we're looking when y equals 3. And so we're going to change the color on this. What color haven't we used? have something in my way that I need to move. Shall we go with purple, green, blue, pink is too light. Light blue, we're already using blue. Green, here we go. So this is the y value 3. So you need to go to the y-axis. And when we deal with the y-axis, it's going to be horizontal lines. So this is where y is 0, y is 1, y is 2, y is 3. All right, so I'm going to draw this line, but then I'm going to erase it. Clear? So you're focusing on this horizontal line. This is where y equals 3. And the question is, can you find the x values where the function equals 3? Well, the function equals 3 here, all the way here, here, and here. Clear? So this is actually an interval, right? It starts when x equals 0, and it ends when x equals 2. This is only one point. This is when x equals 5. And this is only one point when x equals 9. All right, so how do we write this information? Let's see. For the interval, it's going to be this, from 0 to 2, right? It's also when it's equal to 5 and when it's equal to 9, right? So that would be the x values for which the function is equal to 3. Right, so you'll have to forgive me. I am going to have to erase all this green, otherwise our graph won't make any sense. And look, I lost the blue. I lost the blue. I lost the blue. Sadness. I got this very quickly. Don't mind me. Boom. 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 I know, I messed up the line. Boom. There we go. All right, question number 5. If f of x equals 6, what is x? So just the question itself tells you that we don't know x. They've given you that the function equals 6. And remember, what does the function equal? The function equals y. So we're looking for the horizontal line where y equals 6. So where is this? Let's see. Looking for that beautiful green pen. Here we go. Y equals 6. Y equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Can y'all see the green line that I'm drawing? It's coming across the screen. All right, so this is when y equals 6, and where do we touch the function? We want to touch the function at one spot, see? Y is 6 when x equals 4. Right? Again, if the function is equal to 0, if f of x equals 0, what is x? So we're looking for the line. Looking for the green pen, found it. We're looking for the line where y equals 0. We're looking for the horizontal line where y equals 0. Well, y equals 0 right here, right? At the origin, both x and y are 0. So in this line, which, yes, it's on top of the x-axis, but we don't care right now. This one is y equals 0. The only place it touches is right here. And what is that point? That point is 7, 0. So when y equals 0, the x value is 7. What is the domain of this function? Ooh. Well, since there are no arrowheads, we have to assume that that's where it starts and it ends, and there are closed circles. So the domain is going to go from, what is the x value here? Right, the x value is 0, and what is the ending value is 12. So the function, the domain, it goes from 0 to 12 included. What is the range? I need to clean up a little bit. Okay. Got a little bit carried away with all my drawing. It's kind of bulky. That's the beauty of being able to write digitally on your PDF. All right, so now let's think about horizontal lines. What's the lowest? So for horizontal lines, we're talking about this one. Right here is the first time we touch the function. And this is y equals 0. And the highest one is this one right here. Y equals 6. They're all included, so the range is going to go from 0 to 6. All right, let's do this again. Use the graph of y equals f of x, right? So y is a function of x, so that means x is here, and this is y, or what we consider f of x, okay? To answer the question, f of 4. Once again, if you remember function notation, that 4 is written where the x goes. So they're literally telling you, hey, we know that x is 4. What's the value of the function? So then you go to your, oh, there are no numbers. So we are going to assume that they increase by 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the function is right there. Yes, I know. We need color. Here it is. Alrighty, much better. And this ordered pair is what? 4, 0? So when x equals 4, the function equals 0. Once again, remember function notation. The 6 is located where the x goes. So that means x equals 6. So let's go to where x equals 6. Ooh. All right, that is 5, and this one is 6. So 6 is here, and if we go up, the function is right there. All right, so what is that ordered pair? Ugh. I have to think. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it happens at 4. Another way of thinking about it is, what is this ordered pair? This ordered pair is 6, 4. When x equals 6, y equals 4. For what x values does the function equal to 2? So this is that other backwards question if you want to think about it that way. Orange and red are going to look very similar on the screen. So let's go with light blue. For what x does f of x equal to 1? All right, so this is where you have to remember notation. F of x equals y. And since they're putting the 1 here, right, they're saying f of x equals 1. So they're telling you that y equals 1. So we're looking for that line where y equals 1. And that would be here. Right, y equals 1. Where are we touching the function? We're touching the function here, here, and here. So this point falls in between 0 and 1. So we're going to call that one 1/2. We're going to call this one 3. And we're going to call this one between 4 and 5, 4.5. Okay, fine. Instead of 1/2, we can call it 0.5. All right, so for what x values? For 0.5, for 4.5, and for, oops, sorry, I almost forgot, and for 3. So for 3 different values. And of course, Miss Medina wrote it in the wrong spot, but here she goes trying to fix this. So be understanding, teachers are human and we make mistakes. There we go. I don't like this color. For which, how many x values make this statement true? Once again, this is notation. If f of x equals y, and they wrote that f of x equals 0.5, so we're looking at the place where y equals 0.5. Y equals 0.5 has to be here, in between 0 and 1. Right? Y equals 0.5. And for how many x values? Well, there is this one, and that one. So it looks like it's 3 different y values. I mean, x values. X values. 3 x values. For what x values is f of x greater than 2? All right, notation. Notation, f of x greater than 2. All right, so if we look at this, f of x greater than 2. In function notation, f of x equals y. So we want where y is greater than 2. For what x values is y greater than 2? Right, here we go. Y is greater than 2. This is 2 right here. Let's get some highlighter. So all of this is where y is greater than 2. And it goes on forever. Oh, no, now I'm going to finish coloring. All right, so for what x values? Well, the first x value, right, is going to be here. And it's going to be all of this. So dark blue probably wasn't the best choice, but I hope you can see it. And it starts at which x value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it goes on non-stop forever until, oh, my bad. I don't think that's true. Because, let me see, nope, there is no arrow. So can we assume that it goes on forever? No, we cannot. So that means we have to think of this as stopping right here. And what's the x value there? 8. So from 5 to 8, including those numbers. All right, what are the domain and range of these functions? Well, the domain is going to start here. This is so weird because they didn't put the numbers in. So we need to interpret this ourselves. And you see how this starts over here? So we're going to assume that that's x equals -1. And the last x is going to be here. And that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the domain goes from -1 to 8. And the range is going to start here at y equals 0 and going to stop here. I need to count again because I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right, and sorry for the last few mistakes. I guess I was kind of rushing a little bit, but if you rewatch this part, you'll see that we did end up with the correct answers. Enjoy, and if you have any questions, please visit me or any of the algebra teachers for some tutoring, okay?